Well, good morning to you. Good morning. It's the 8th of December, and I'm just thinking about where I'm going Christmas shopping. I'm in as a Le Ferrand. If I do my Christmas shopping there, the only thing you'll get is a bunch of flowers and a baguette. So I'm going to follow the blue line up through Aubeterre, up through Saint-Flovia, up through Verneuil-sur-Indre. Now, hang on. That's where this brick was made. Yeah, up through there, up through Saint-Jean-Saint-Germain to Loches. Now, to an Englishman that doesn't know, it's Loches, but it's not, it's Loches. I think you'll enjoy Loches. I've taken you there before briefly, but I'm just checking just to make sure I know where I'm going. It tells me it's going to take me 34 minutes. Well, okay, that's not too sad, is it? And yeah, we'll see what delights we can find in Loches. On the road again. I don't know that song. Right, this is the Aubeterre Road, the Rue Aubeterre. Let's stop there because we don't want to meet someone coming the other way. That's Rue de la Berlandière. And of course the Faber residence is sort of down there. It's a funny time of day, it's still sort of dark here. I think some of that's the weather, but yeah, it's sort of dark-ish. That sign tells us it's the end of the 50-kilometre limit, 50-kilometre-per-hour limit, so now I can do 70. But I'm in no rush, I've given myself plenty of time. Of course, that sign tells us that we can expect deer to run across the road. Not just deer, possibility of wild boar. I sort of hope I don't meet one. Okay, we're coming into the little town of Aubeterre. A drive-through really isn't going to do it justice. But you know, I'm going somewhere, okay? Let's not hit the speed bump too hard, it can jar your teeth. Now, can you see that in the hedging on that bank? They've written the town name, so that as you come into the town, you can't forget where you are. I think that's lovely. There's quite a few towns where you'll find that. They use box hedging for it. Well, that was Obter. We didn't really see it, did we? But some old iron for those that like that sort of thing. We've just come into the town of St. Flovio. Oh dear, hello. A route barré, a road closed. That's been closed for ages, that road. But things you see in rural France, you know, statue of the Virgin. Oh, there's a house there for wants a bit of work doing to it. It's for sale. That would make a lovely house, actually. Okay, I know where I'm going. We're all right. At least I think I know where I'm going. You come to a lot of places here where you get a sign that simply says all directions. You get a sign that tells you where you want to be going. We're going to Loches. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. It's another song I don't know. Now, I can see it. I'm not sure if the camera's getting it. You see that chateau hidden amongst the trees? It's one of the joys of just moving around this area. You know, it's like sightseeing every day. Where are we? Yes, we're coming into Verneuil-sur-Indre, where that brick that I've got was made. One of the things you get here, as you come into a town, they have these flashy things that tell you you're going too quickly. And these new traffic calming measures. This farm grows giant marshmallows, but if you leave them out too long they start to go green. Hey folks, well, we've got to stay focused. We've come here simply to do some shopping. We're not going to do any sightseeing whatsoever. honest. Loches is a town that deserves many visits. It's a beautiful town. It's got an awful lot of history and some fantastic architecture. I've been here 3 or 4 times, 4 or 5 times, but I don't think I will ever tire of sort of walking round this corner There we are, 9 o'clock. Let's just stand still a moment and take that in. Right, okay, let's attack the town centre. I'm going to wander about and see what I need to be looking at, and as and when I will share it with you.
Le problème, c'est que le matériel derrière, il a du mal à suivre. Il a les liens d'éventail devant son poêle à bois. Oui, c'est ça. Qu'est-ce que tu fais?
That's quite a bit of building, isn't it? Well, it seems to go on forever. All these wonderful, wonderful French products. Not sure about Nutella, but thankfully, some people remember the reason for the season, but as that's the the parish offices, I suppose they couldn't not, could they? look at these wonderful oysters. I say wonderful oysters, I actually don't like them. Yeah, wonderful if you like them. Well, there's an interesting shop window. Interesting to an Englishman, because of course the culture in England, we wouldn't expect to see a shop quite like this on the high street, with duck decoys and all sorts of knives, and I guess they're duck calls, aren't they, those brass things? Very pretty, not quite me though, is it?
Et moi, l'autre fois, j'avais fait un gratin. C'est pas bon pour les... Bon courage.
Bon courage à toi.
Merci. Bon courage, monsieur Dame. Il faut pas que c'est
We'll wander aimlessly for a moment or two. So we have this wonderful passage with vegetable stalls, those wonderful leaves, and as you swing round, you're reminded that you are in a very historic town. And if you haven't got your Christmas tree up yet, well, shame on you.
Un peu d'ambiance, il y a 1 kilo.
Plus ou pas? Ça ira? Pas, non?
Bonjour. That's good actually, isn't it? A statue to a poet. You know, normally statues are soldiers and kings and politicians and things. So I think that's, yeah, I like that. A statue to the poet Alfred de Vigny. I regret I haven't got a clue what he wrote, but you know, maybe one day. Because I do have to confess that shopping traumatises me. It's not my favourite activity, but you know, every now and then it has to be done.